Finishing up here, just gently setting down my slices of provolone cheese right here onto my baking sheet. Now I'm gonna pop these in the oven at 350 for about 7 minutes so the cheese starts to melt. Keep an eye on it and stick around. We're cooking up something delicious. Yum. Okay, we're off to a great start. So you can see this is what your cheese is supposed to look like. It starts to get a little bit melty right on there. Then you're gonna let it cool down for a minute. Now I have some tasty shaved beef right here, and I'm gonna take a couple pieces and just place it right there in the center. Perfect. Now you don't want too much because essentially we are going to roll these up. So you wanna just keep just a little bit right there in the center of this provolone cheese. You guys, this breadless, fun appetizer, you are gonna love this. Everyone is so jazzed about some differences here that we make, switching it up a little bit. We're doing a little breadless, carbless thing right now. So we're filling up our steak right here in the middle of our cheese. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, that looks so good already. Now to pair with that, I have a blend of just some peppers and onions. Now I just grabbed that David just showed you guys from the grocery store. It was just in the frozen section. So of course, if you want to cut up your own, you can totally do that. But I just wanted to make it super easy. So I'm just kind of sauteed those really quick, warm those up. Maybe you could even stick them in the microwave, I don't know. And then throw some on with your clean hands because it's the easiest way to get the job done. And look at that, we got some color in there, some vegetables. You know where I'm going with this. Philly cheesesteak in the house. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now watch this. Now while the cheese is still nice and pliable, you're gonna start to stretch it just a little bit and wrap it all the way around that meat. Voila, it's like a taco. Once you have that, you're gonna set that right there just like so. So that's all you need to do. Go through all of those little, I don't know, what are we gonna call these things? I'm not really sure. I had this idea, I thought these are gonna be fantastic, but I didn't have a name for them. So if you have a name, shoot it in the comments. Maybe that's what we need to call this right here. But for now, roll them all up. Oh gosh, I cannot wait to eat these things, babe. Are you stoked about these or what?
Philly roll-ups.
Yeah. All right, you guys, now our cheese is all rolled up with the delicious good stuff in the center. I'm gonna pop it back in the oven. I'm gonna put it on broil, actually. I'm gonna keep the oven door just cracked open so I can keep an eye on it. But this way, all of the cheese and everything is gonna melt together and you're gonna have yourself the best little bite-sized appetizer. Oof, you're gonna love this. Now this is totally optional, but if you have a head of romaine lettuce hanging around, you might like this option. So if you do, you're just gonna cut off the bottom and the top, just like so. Make sure that those are all washed, dried, and ready to go. Now that is what I'm talking about. Look at those. Yes, so I just stuck them under the broiler just to lock and seal the deal. You can kind of see it did broil a little bit on the edges. You just wanna be careful because you do wanna keep the cheese still around that meat. Now, if all goes right here, you should just be able to pick this right up and see that it is totally one whole piece. So you can see that it's all sealed in there. Now remember, we made those romaine leaves. So we're just gonna pick them up and put them right there on that leaf of lettuce. Yeah, I absolutely love this idea. I thought, I wanted to make these Philly roll-ups, and then I was thinking you could totally pick them up like this and eat them, but I absolutely love the idea about adding this little lettuce wrap right around that because it also supplies a nice fresh crunchy outside, almost like a taco. And this is definitely a keto friendly deal here. Let's see, I think I'm gonna have to make that one a little bit smaller. That's just fine. We'll get this guy right off there. Oof, yes. So this would be a great change up, and obviously it would definitely be attractive to anybody that was staying away from carbs or bread like that. Wow, you guys, look at how amazing that was. All we did was we used the Philly steak, then we used that bag that was mixed with the frozen, right? The bell peppers and the onions, we sauteed that. We just warmed up the cheese, we rolled it up, and now we have this amazing little taco here that you can lift right up just like that and wrap it all together. Look at that, that's so good. Yes, now I know who's gonna be the greatest judge of character. For sure, David is gonna love these. So babe, why don't you come over here and give these a try? I'm really excited for you to try these.
Yum.
Okay, you guys, David is gonna give these a try, and I know that everyone is like, oh, well, you should always let him try your food. Well, duh, he is always scarfing it down. So whether you see him on the camera or not on the camera, trust me, he is being well fed and well taken care of. So, babe, why don't you come over here? Are you hungry?
Are you sure? I don't know about that.
All right, take one of your pick, give it a shot. So good, right?
Yeah.
What a fun twist and an easy way to throw together something that you can make smaller portions and have just an easy handheld appetizer. Now, what I want to know is, are you going to use the lettuce? Are you not going to use the lettuce? Are you going to change this up in any way? Maybe you're going to throw in a dipping sauce, which I did think about, and I have yet to come up with anything. So if you have any thoughts, please share them in the comments. You guys like and share and be a part of this community. I am super happy you're here, and we'll see you later.